Hey, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Thanks for dropping by. And today we're looking at another little one of my acoustic guitar string experiments, where I've actually put some steel strings on my Taylor Academy 12EN nylon string guitar. And you're probably going to ask me, why have you bothered doing that? Well, a couple of reasons really. A couple of years ago when I retired, I decided I was going to study classical guitar, and so I went out and bought this little Taylor nylon guitar, the Taylor Academy 12EN nylon string guitar, to learn with. And as the years have gone on, I was getting a little bit unfortunately bored with the nylon sound. I wasn't really getting I've been playing acoustic guitar for 50 years, and I was found out that I was playing my little parlour steel string guitar more than the Taylor, which was ridiculous because the parlour is probably worth half as much as the Taylor is. So I thought I'd have a little mess around. I've done another video where I actually put some steel strings, the Tomastic Infeld Classical S steel strings, which are actually steel strings that are made for classical guitars. Tried them on there, so you might want to have a look at that one on another video that I did a thing. And today I'm trying these out. These ones are the, let's see if we can get them up in the focus. They're also Tomastic Infeld from Vienna. These are the Plectrum Extra Lights AC 110, AC 110, and it says here, Plectrum are soft sounding strings for acoustic guitar with low tension on the bottom end. The plain strings are made of brass coated steel. The wound strings have a silk inlay in combination with a highly flexible steel core. And the Plectrum guitar strings are also available for 6 or 12 string instruments. So okay, I've done a couple of things first before I tried them out on this. First thing I checked out with Taylor themselves is the saddle and the nut. That's a McCarter saddle and a new bone nut, which are exactly the same saddle and nut that they put on the Taylor Academy 12E steel string guitar. The differences between this and the actual steel string guitar is obviously the bracing. The top bracing is a fan bracing, as you would expect on a classical guitar, and on the steel string 12E it's your typical acoustic X bracing. So there's the difference in that. Why is that? Because the fan bracing actually allows the top to move more, and the X bracing, as I understand it, is stiffer, which is obviously what you need if you've got high tension steel strings on a guitar. So there's one of the differences. The other difference is obviously the tuning machines at the top. These are plastic barrels, so obviously the tuning machines on the 12E steel string are made for steel strings. The other difference is, and this is one of the reasons why I'm messing around now with steel strings on this, is the nut width on the 12E is 48mm, which I really like. I really got used to that wide neck. For fingerstyle, gives you much more room between your fingers, whereas the acoustic steel string I think is a 43 or maximum 45. I think it's 43mm. I need to check that out, and I'll let you know. So anyway, I thought I'd try these out. Let's have a little listen first, and you tell me what you think. I'll play a couple of little things just so you can hear. The sound is incredible. Maybe a little bit bright for me, but the sound and sustain. Have a listen. Just rings on forever. Wow. So it's just, top end's nice. Although I think I might be having a few intonation problems with it, and I think that's because of the difference in the gauges of the strings, because these are obviously if you have nylon or classical strings on your guitar, they're much thicker, the trebles are much thicker. These are like 10, 13, 16, 22, 30 and 41, and the overall tension of these is only 98 pounds overall set tension, which is why I tried them out, because this guitar comes factory fitted with the D'Addario EJ46FF hard tension carbon strings, which are actually 102 pound overall set tension. So I know the tension is fine with it, but I think maybe the dimensions are giving me a little bit of intonation problems. And the other thing as well that I've noticed is, if you really dig into them, I don't know, what do you think? I'm not overgone on the strumming sound of it, that's what I'm finding there. I'm not really sure. I think I had a chat with my luthier as well. The only concerns that we have is obviously, oh, there's a fly getting in there with me, never mind. The only concerns we have is the machine heads, the nylon barrels. Obviously with the thicker strings up there, they're not going to be too much of a problem, but with these, the 10 and the 13, that steel might start cutting into the nylon there. It's not going to affect the nut or the saddle, because they are actually the same nut and saddle as they use anyway on their steel string guitars. So that's the only thing. If I wanted to stay with steel strings on this guitar, I would probably eventually need to change the machine tuners for steel barrels, and that's it. Apart from that, the body and everything else should hold up, because the tension's low. I'm not 100% sold on them yet, to be honest with you. I might be trying the Martin silken steel strings on this. That's what my local luthier said. Try them out on there, because if we were going to do a conversion, they would be the ones he recommended to me. They're 122 pound overall set tension, and they're much softer. They're mellower, so I might not get such a, I don't know, it just, to me it sounds a bit like, it's very loud, sustain is fantastic, but it sounds a bit too electric-y for me, if that's a word. So anyway, that was just my thoughts on putting steel strings on nylon guitars. A caveat here, please. I wouldn't never advise anybody to put steel strings on a high level, classically hand built concert guitar that's been built specifically for nylon strings, because you'll find the tension will probably rip your bridge off, or even worse, break the neck or something like that. This isn't really a classical built guitar, it's a crossover. It's what they call a nylon crossover guitar. And so apart from, as I said, the fan bracing and the wider neck, it's pretty well much identical to their steel string Taylor Academy 12E, or the 12, the Academy 12. I don't know, what do you think? Do you like the sound? Let me know in the comments below. I think the next one I will do is I might just try putting on, as I said, the Martin Silken Steels. Try them, and if I don't like those, I will probably be going back to the carbon strings on this, just to get a bit of a brighter sound without that sort of nylon plasticky sound on it. Hey, have a great week. Thanks for dropping by, as I said, and if you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. That always helps. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, because there's more videos coming out. I'm trying to post one every week now, and we're covering all sorts of things as well, like how I found trying to teach myself classical guitar at 66 years old, different things like that, some advice for people, and of course more string reviews in the future. And if you've enjoyed this one, you might also like the video that's going to pop up right there in that corner. So hey, I'll catch you in the next video. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you next week. Bye.